Yeah. So, hopefully I get some energy today. So, okay. As you guys know, I'm on Phentermine, and it has come to the last day that I can take them based on my doctor and what they call the, they did test studies, but they only did it for 90 days. Even though, and so after 90 days, you're not supposed to take Phentermine. You're supposed to take a break for a month or two. But there have been studies past that shows that there is no actual long-term effects of using Phentermine past the 90 days. But due to protocol and research, that's what they recommend is after 90 days to stop taking the Phentermine, because it's not supposed to be for long-term use. But like I said, there are doctors who are prescribing their patients well after the 90 days because they feel like it has no long-term effects, and that it actually still does aid in the help of losing weight or appetite suppressant. So that's cool. That's fine. You know. So yesterday I didn't take it, and I was so tired, you guys. I was tired. And I felt a little fatigue, which are common side effects of not of withdrawals of withdrawals from it after taking it. So I kind of knew what it was. It wasn't like, ooh, could I be pregnant? No. That was one of the common side effects, so I was okay with it. But that fatigue, I was yawning and yawning, and I was just like, oh my God. But I did speak to her assistant, or I guess the nurse called me yesterday, and she asked me about that, and I was explaining that I understood. I wasn't sure if I had reached the 3 months yet, because then I was like, okay, February, March, all of April. So yeah, that was it. But I didn't know if it was like February, March, April. You know what I mean? Like, was it 2 months or 3 months? I wasn't sure. So that's what kind of got me. With that being said, I asked to get put on Qsimian. And that was what she had asked me about in the office on our initial visit. And she was saying, like, that is a lower dosage, and that could be more for long-term use. Not, that could aid me, and I don't have to take breaks. But it was expensive. And she's not lying. It is very expensive compared to like the $10-12 that you spend on the Phentermine. Yes, it was expensive. It is expensive. Like, to the point where I was looking for coupon codes. I found one that was like $65 off. I only want to take it for the next 2 to 3 months. And then I think I'm good. Because I don't want to do something long term, but I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it does help me with energy. Yes, it does help me. It's like your mind is clear or something. But as far as it helping you to lose weight, like say you just ate the same way you ate and took the pill, no, you would not lose weight, because it's really just the appetite suppressant. It's basically not giving you those hunger pains. That's it. But if you're already get to a point, because I've been doing this for over 2 months, going into 3 months now, and I've been on portion control and eating healthier, that is something that I think psychologically you feel like you may need to lose weight, when in fact I think it's just a mind thing, and I was tripping. Do I think I needed to lose weight? No. Do I think it's a great aid? Yes. Having more energy, and having more energy is always going to be a plus. And that hunger feeling that you don't have. But for me, I was remembering to eat. Like, okay, it's been a couple of hours, I need to eat this. Okay, it's been a couple of hours, I need to eat this. Like, it was like boom, boom, boom. It was all a mind thing for me. Because like I said, if I didn't have anything there, and I say I didn't eat all day, like, you could forget. You could be drinking water, but you literally can forget that you didn't even eat. So that's why I make sure to eat. And people who be forgetting to eat, yes, they're going to be losing weight like nothing, because they're not eating. They're eating like one meal a day. You know what I'm saying? They snacking on something. So of course their body is getting like just enough fuel to go. And they're not feeling it. They're not feeling the hunger pains. And then by them not eating a lot, and then the pill giving them the energy. When you don't eat, you don't have the fuel. That's replacing that fuel. It's giving you that get up and go feeling, on top of you not eating as much. Which is why I like the way that I'm doing it, because I am actually eating, and I'm eating healthier foods. So it's not like, because I could have probably lost twice as much weight in the last 3 months if I was eating like a bird. And you know what I'm saying? I could have probably lost 50 pounds in 3 months. Seriously. With me only eating a meal a day, or, when I remember to eat. But, I didn't want to do that. I need to learn portion control. I need to learn healthy eating. And, because I need it to be something that can be sustained long term. I don't need something that's going to, I hadn't ate, and then as soon as I get off of it, I'm hungry and I'm eating everything, and I'm gaining weight back because I have those cravings again. You know what I mean? So I've seen a lot of people take Adipex, and and they lose weight, they gain it, lose weight, they gain it, they gain plus, and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything that's a yo-yo thing. That's why I said it's a good aid. It is not for you starving yourself and forgetting to eat and, just dropping pounds like that. That's not what it's for. But yes, it doesn't give you that. Well, it does what it says it's supposed to do, which is it suppresses your appetite 100%. So I asked about Qsimia. I didn't hear anything back yesterday. Her nurse was supposed to call me back, and nothing. And see, yesterday I was gonna call him, but she actually called me that morning. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, look at that. So that was good. I don't know what this little car. Oh, okay. You be having to watch it out here in these streets, because baby, car accidents be happening left and right, and I refuse. And that's why I keep telling you, I refuse to get a car note prematurely, just because, people driving crazy. So today I had a banana, as you saw, and I have 100-calorie pack of this chicken salad that I got from Walmart. Which is my favorite chicken salad. It has walnuts and cranberries in it. So I'm happy that they have it in a nice little 100-calorie packs now. 100-calorie portion sizes. And yesterday I had the same thing, which was some salmon and broccoli. those are my 3 meals today. I have apples at work, which I need to eat because I don't want them to be in. They look good. Now I ain't gonna lie, I put a bunch of lemon juice on it, and they have not browned a bit, and I'm just like, ooh. And it gives it a nice tart taste to that apple. It's very sour and tart. Ooh, I love it. And I have some pineapple cups, and I have some, which I did eat some last night. I put a pineapple cup in some cottage cheese. So, oh my God, it's such a good snack, you guys. Such a good snack. And it's about 110 calories for that. So, 110 calories. So, there's 200. And I do have a protein shake, which is 160. So, right now, I'm going to say, I think my salmon and broccoli is not really a lot. Probably 200 calories for this, because I don't even know how many calories the broccoli is, but it's not a lot. But the salmon, I think it's 200 calories or like 180 calories for the piece. It could be. I think it's 200 calories. I don't know. We're going to just say it's 200 calories. So there's 200 plus 400, 560, 700, 7. So I'm gonna be at like about 800 calories today with the apples. And look at how much stuff I'm eating in 800 calories. I'm having a banana. I'm having salmon and broccoli. 2 ounces of salmon and broccoli. Which it's a nice size amount of broccoli. It's this whole side of broccoli. I'm having a chicken salad, cottage cheese and pineapples, and a protein shake. I mean, I'm not drinking any of my calories, so you know what I mean. And people's like, "Oh, that's not a lot of calories." Hey, you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. Do I think 800 calories is not a lot? Of course, it's not a lot when you say it, but it's all about leaving room just in case. So, just in case when I get home, I want to eat something like a piece of sausage or a couple pieces of deli turkey or deli chicken. I can eat that, and I'm still within my parameters of my 1,000 to 1,200 calories per day. Now my weight is fluctuating, and I know it's because, you know, I'm eating more, but not really eating more. It's the things that I'm eating are changing, so my body's getting acclimated to that, which is cool. It's only fluctuating between 1 pound and 2 pounds, so I can live with that. And because I check my weight every morning, I expect fluctuation, and people might think that's a little bit obsessive as far as me checking my weight every morning, but I feel like it helps me to tailor my weight loss. Hold on, let me respond. Okay, one of my clients was trying to come in today, and I wanted to make sure I let her know that, you know, I'm not trying to ignore her, and I didn't forget. Ooh, my back is feeling so good. Okay, so I have been doing my little exercise at home, which I need to go running and walking, baby, to get this weight where it needs to be. And I've been doing crunches, squats, push-ups. And when I say arms feel like jelly, legs feel like jelly. These crunches I need to get down though. I need to get them down. I want to get to where I can do at least 50 to 100 and at least, you know what I'm saying? 25 reps, 25 reps, 25 reps. You know, I need 25 reps. 25. I need 4 reps of 25 is what I'm thinking. I barely can do 3 or 10. Last night I could only do 6. So I had did 3 or 6, and then I had did some pull-ups, which I did do about 20 of those. So 15, I think. So I'm trying my best because I need to get in the habit of at least doing some core exercises, because like my core is weak, my arms are weak. Like doing push-ups, I feel like noodles. So I really do need to get my push-ups. Like I want to be able to get down and hit at least a good 30 to 50 with nothing. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, but I gotta start somewhere. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't been doing anything outside of the norm. I've been still trying to get my water intake in, and it's been pretty good. As far as the clarity and my mental, you know, that's another story, but not a negative. It's just I've been really trying to visualize where it is that I'm trying to go. And it's a little different because when I think about having a child, it gives me anxiety, okay? And that is because I have such strong opinions about, you know, the role parents play in child development and growth and nurturing. And if I'm not able to dedicate that type of time, I don't know how I would feel, I should say. Because, people have children and it's like, oh, they just gonna wing it. Things are gonna work out, whether they have time to spend with the children or not. They just wing it and just make it happen. And I'm not like that per se, because I know that you have to work and I know that you have to provide for your family, and there has to be a happy medium. But the world we live in is so it's just a lot with the world we live in. And right now with social media and the influence of the outside that create this false sense of reality and this worshiping of influencers and stars, and I know for me, I don't want the television or apps and stuff to raise my child. I don't want that to be what I go to keep them occupied, because I need to get other things done. I want to communicate with my child. I want to teach them things that are going to really help them long term. I want to teach them about things that people say, oh, they too young to be. It's like a child is never too young to learn. Everybody always want to keep children, they need to be a child. You don't need to be trying to push them too fast. And it's like, what is too fast? Like, what do you think is too fast? Just because you feel like a kid should go at a certain pace, that's not necessarily the truth. I feel like a child should go at the pace the child can go at. If I'm a quick learner, then I should learn quick. If I'm a slow learner, then I should learn slow. That's the reality. But how do you know if you're trying to keep them in a box? So if I'm in the first grade, because everybody needs to learn these things as a first grader, does that mean I can't learn more? I can't learn other things? I have to stick to what a first grader can learn? People kill me when they was like, oh, they so smart, they know their colors and numbers. It's like, they supposed to though. Because see, people think that's an achievement when they learn 1 through 10 in colors and shapes, and it's like they're supposed to. Oh, they already walking. Okay. Who's to say that that's their pace? It doesn't make them smarter than any of the children. It just means that the rate that they learn is different. And it is up to the parent to see that development and really nurture that. Because a lot of times when kids, and these are my opinions, and no, I'm not a mom, but this is how I study and I look and I observe all groups, ages of children. And if I am interested in art as a little kid, and you see that I'm interested in that, it is up to me to develop that interest, because I don't want to make my child feel that I am not paying attention to their interests. I want to take them to museums. I want to show them books with all these types of artists. I want to give them a space where they can paint and draw and create. I want them to feel like what they're doing matters, like it's important. I care. Not I'm throwing it to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? Just to say, I'm not trying to put them in front of the TV and get rid of them and go here and get rid of them. If I want to teach them to skate or ride a bike at 1, that's my prerogative. Because I feel as any other person would feel, they'd be like, "Oh, you're taking them too fast." Why? Why are you taking them too fast? I'm not trying to get them to drink a beer. I'm getting them to learn, to expand their mind, to explore options that is at their fingertips. And if they are ready, you can tell if a kid is ready to absorb that information if they find interest in it. If they're not interested in it, then they're not interested in it. That's why people start their kids off learning instruments at an early age. You don't know what you don't know. You can't have an appreciation for something that you never tried. So it's like, hey, if you like music, if I hear you, if I see you listening to music, of course I want to hone in on music. I want to let you hear different music, not just the stuff that's bumping on the radio. I want to explore your mind, expand your palette when it comes to music. You can listen to classical, jazz, country, rap, whatever. That's what, as a parent, I feel my duty is to hone in on those things. But also give them a space where they can be creative, where they can feel as if they can explore their options, find what makes them them and unique. And through that, I feel like I can nurture those gifts. And people be like, oh, whatever. And I don't really talk a lot about parenting to people who have kids, because that's not my position. I don't have children, and any type of feelings that I have about children, that should go on to my child. Now I can, I see it in my family. They let them watch TV, they let them be on their phones and on their devices, but it's like, what are you learning? What are they looking at? Because I need to know that you're not on there looking at serial killers, or you're not on there looking at how to build a bomb, or sexual heightened episodes, or things that have like little innuendos about, or people trying to lure my child, something that's provocative and very overt. I don't want my child to be looking at it just because it come across the screen. Oh, don't shield them. Oh, I'm not shielding you. That's not shielding them from anything. That's you trying to protect their innocence, because they don't know until they know. Now you can explain something like what is good touching, bad touching, or what does it mean to be forcible touching or rape or anything that's inappropriate. Yes, you can explain it. You can have a conversation about that. Yes, you can, show them what that means. But at the end of the day, each parent is responsible for protecting that innocence. It is not up to the school. It is not up to the TV. It is not up to your devices. oh, they just be putting it out there on TV. Well, why are they watching it? If you see that it is something that has a sexual undertone or something that could be, a little bit too advanced for your child, just turn it off. You can look at something else. Monitor what they're doing. Stop trying to let them choose what's good for them and what's bad, because that's what your job is as a parent, period. But like I said, this has nothing to do with what other people are doing. I'm saying that's what the world is. And so I have anxieties about a child because I don't want to feel like I'm so busy with life and working that I can't give that attention to my child. And I know that sometimes things fall through the cracks. But that is a part of my anxiety as a non-parent, because I have been in those situations where I've been left to my own devices and I was not being responsible, and I was very taken advantage of and sexually assaulted and molested, and my mind was very fragile and broken, and I was unsure of what was going on, and I just wanted to hide within myself and not speak on it because I felt like I didn't have the connection, I didn't have the trust, and that close-knit relationship with my parents so that I could tell them and they believed me and action would be taken. I didn't feel like I had that. And so, I want my child to be comfortable with me and their father. I want them to be able to come and say, well, this is what happened to me. And I want them to understand what the truth and what a lie is, and what, and that's just how I feel. There comes a time in your life where you have to decide what kind of parent you're going to be if you decide